We are back. We are back. We are back. 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 Your neck is killing you. My back is killing me. Hey, hey,
Like I
hey.
told you, it'd be one thing if I was doing things, but I'm not. Just slept on it wrong. 40.
Oh,
40.
hello,
40.
everybody. It is time
Sorry, y'all.
to motivate. It is time to motivate everyone. Oh, we had a moment just a little while ago. Forgive us. We missed you. Hi. Hey, my pocket. Hey, Sit Squad. What's going on? Oh, another jam-packed episode of Tea Time with the Buddha Bear Unfiltered, the safe space podcast where we talk about real shit in real time without sugarcoating nothing, whether it's laugh, giggles, or for the seriousness of it all. I am Rachel Hemingway. This is my co-host Lauren Adams, aka Jiggle Bits. Hi, Jiggles.
Hi.
Yup. And today's topic, oh baby, we got one for you. It's what we all been saying since this orange shooter puff's been in office, even before then. Why America is so divided. And baby, I got my notes with me on my iPhone. Oh, let's get ready, my babies. Okay. This episode is going to be a thought-provoking, honest, and emotional conversation on why people in America feels disconnected from one another politically, racially, economically, culturally, and emotionally. The goal for this wonderful podcast, as we always say, is why are people is not to pick sides, but to explore why people are hurting, why people stop listening to each other, how divisions being amplified, and what healing could actually really look like in the
It
long.
could look like a daggum Washington, D.C. and us all races coming together and hold each other hands. That's what that looks like.
Oh shit, yeah,
Seriousness.
and some real shit.
It's so serious. Like, I mean, we're asking, okay, right, racism isn't a thing until we bring it up.
Right.
I mean, out of all honesty, let's think about it a minute. Let's just think about that for a tiny moment. So, like, the only time racism becomes racism is when you bring up racism. I mean, I'm so serious. Like, when racism becomes a problem is when you shout when people shout out racism. Like when people shout out racist. Even if it's a non-intentional, it becomes a problem.
Yeah, but we also can't make the fact we can't ignore it, no matter how we want to do it. Yeah.
No, but even if it's a non-intentional, just understand the person probably came from a place where racism wasn't a thing. Like they had a black mother, or a black surrogate mother, or Mexican surrogate mother, or any other races, and they're just used to that, but they aren't used to you. I mean, shit. That's just okay. Keep going.
No worries. Don't worry.
My
I'm
neck
gonna
hurts.
start with this. I'm gonna start with a powerful question.
Okay.
I want everyone to think on this one. When
Okay.
did America stop feeling united, or was it ever truly united to begin with?
Hell no. Okay, you say Q&A. I'm on medication that makes I'm on some really good medication that my filtration system left. So just on my absolute out of pocket thoughts on this. No, if we were really truly united, which Martin Luther King was trying to do, we would not still be throwing the race card out there. He was trying to get rid of the past and look forward to the future. Where have we looked forward to any future? There's a woman right now selling a book right now on what certain thing. I told Ray about this already. On certain things that was back in the day. The whole point that Martin Luther King was trying to really grasp and do, and I respect and love this man. I love his speeches. I love everything. If you ever get to listen to his speeches, please, by all means, go and look them up. They're great. His whole point was to get rid of the past and look forward to a future of uniting. Where have we united out of all that? We never really have. It's always been, everybody thinks that whites are racist. No, we're not. I am by far not. there are some still racist people out there. I'm not downplaying that at all.
Oh no, because you understand. You
Yes, I
understand.
do understand there are racist people out there, and I understand there's not. And the ones that are not are the ones that's getting kind of attacked on too. You know, like cops. I understand there's a bunch of jackass. Let me go ahead and tell you, I'll be the first one to be a marathon runner with a cop. Okay, I am not the best criminal in the world.
Hey,
I am
you
that one that's like
honest.
I'm not, I'll be the one to get in a cop car with them. You know what I'm saying? I did it. I did it. I put me to myself because I don't get well. I don't get along with others. Okay, I'm honest about that. I don't like cops either. I don't know anybody that really likes cops. But if you actually get to know them on a personal level, some of them came from the hood themselves. Some of them are just as hood as hell. They just have to be in this bracket. They have to they are here to enforce the law. But when you
Mm-hmm.
are there and you break the law, said law, and you try to resist them and just not 100% cooperate. Now I know there's been videos of people there are nasty corrupt cops out there. I'm not downplaying them. So before anybody comes in the comments and says, "No, you're just all about these." No, I'm not, because there are some cops that have done some wrong shit,
Mm-hmm.
okay? But if you try to set away from them, they have tasers and toys. And me, I'm one of these ones that talk shit. I'm like, Poppy, I may like it. Like, I'm like that. Like, I'm the worst. I am the worst person to I am that person. Just, I'm terrible. You know, I admit that about myself, though. Like, but I also know if I broke the law, I broke the fucking law. I'm going to tell y'all a secret. I have 5 while driving while license revoked. Okay. And I had very assholish cops. When I say that, I was I was. I don't have that now. You know, I've done my community service. I had an attorney, but it was to get my children food. Like, I was a single mother doing the best I could for. I'm just giving you the best example of what I mean by this.
Mm-hmm.
I was breaking the law by driving. Even though I was going to work. I had 5 of them. I had to do 48 hours community service.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And every time I got another one, I had to pay the attorney more money. And it took me 2 years to get my license back, even after that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand that it's not just about, I mean, if you're going to run from them, they're going to treat you as such. They're going to be mad as hell when they get to you. They're going to treat you as is. Divided wise, yes, I understand there's a lot that goes on. I know it's a gray area to talk about, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes America, if y'all are so upset about our president, if you're so upset about what he's doing, why haven't we come together and not sit here with our flags in front of the Capitol building of different countries and sit there and knock me with a fucking flag while I'm walking by? Okay, I just want to see the Capitol building because I've never seen it before. Here we are with this flag, this flag, this flag, this flag. You're not showing any unity of countries and showing different unity of races. You're showing nothing to them. But if we all, by every race, held hands, made the biggest chain in the United States of everybody holding hands as every race coming together all the way down, something would be done. The worst thing that the Capitol Hill could see is Americans in peace with each other, regardless of sex. This has nothing to do with sex at all.
Mm-mm.
This has nothing to do with LGBTQ versus straight. This has everything to do with we know how to get along, people, and we don't care about you. That's how I see unity. That's why we've been so divided, is because nobody has stood up and come together since Martin Luther King, honestly. Nobody has come together since then and said, we need to stop. We need to stop the racism. We need to stop the bullshit. We need to stop this. We don't have another Malcolm X. We don't have Martin Luther King. We don't have somebody that is that leadership and that voice for America anymore that promotes this. We don't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next question.
Okie dokie. Dang, you just bypassed all three of my opening statements, and you're right on point with your opinion. I was gonna say, hey, a moment you realize America felt deeply divided. You discussed that. A
Yep.
conversation that changed your perspective. You already discussed that one. Hmm. You fell right in three. We saw two of them topics, and then you went right into a time you felt unheard or judged. And you went right
A
into
time I felt unheard or judged.
that. Okay.
Out of, I think we're all feeling that way. I don't think it's just me.
Right.
I think we're all feeling that way. I don't think that has anything to do with I
Mm-hmm.
think that we're all feeling that way. I
Mm-hmm.
think I think out of all honesty, LGBTQ's feeling unheard. I think black, white, Hispanic, Iran, Israel. I think
European,
all these things
everybody.
that are going on in the world is feeling unheard.
Mm-hmm.
I think this president is narcissistic, so it's his way or the highway, and it doesn't matter what you think. But yet it says we the people. Okay, it says we the people. I have to say, Biden was no better. I didn't vote. Call me what you will. I didn't fucking vote. I didn't like him or him. It was just like, if I don't like either one, why would I vote on either one? Nobody. I'm not going to vote on somebody to lead this country that is incapacitated and looks like something off of Willy Wonka. I just saw no point into really, you know, voting on here. I mean, yes, Trump knows money and stuff, but Biden didn't know his asshole from his elbow. So I can't say that I would be heard. Oompa, loompa, doompa, doo, doo.
This woman.
I got another puzzle.
What I should tell
Okay, you can go to the next question.
this woman, God, Jesus.
You missed me, didn't you, Ray?
Yeah, I miss you because I had to take off my glasses for this one. Oh, thank God I can see this through my phone. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. But because here's my thing. Me on the other hand, I'm gonna say it this way. Me, I didn't vote for that orange sheet of puff, but I did vote it for for Mr. Cookie Monster Biden. Cause I call him
I
Cookie
have to
Monster.
say, I was kind of hoping for Hillary at one time.
Me too. I was hoping for her.
Okay,
I don't lie to you.
I didn't even vote then because I was so indecisive. And me, when I make a decision on somebody, Ray, I'm not a very hard political person, but I take time to think about things. Like, you're voting on the main person that's to lead the United States. You see what I'm saying? Like, I may
Mhm.
overthink it. People are like, just pick one. No, it's not that simple.
It's not that simple.
I loved what she was doing for healthcare for children, da 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 da. And I knew Trump knew where money was, how money was made. Like, he was a businessman, but I didn't think he would take things this far, but I didn't vote for either one. I
Hmm.
haven't voted this several elections because I didn't like none of this. I was just like, you know what, my vote don't mean shit to this. No,
And I think
no.
that's what, and I'm
And
gonna.
I'm being so honest. Like, I know I sound like not a true American on that, but I am. It's just when you're looking at the debate, I've watched it and I'm like, none of y'all, all of y'all suck. Like, all y'all lying about some dumb shit. Y'all come out the womb intelligent until you graduate high school and make it to the United States Senate, and y'all become dumbasses. Like, I don't know what it is. Oh, I got into the Senate by being a dumbass. Why do you sound like that? I'm so
That is
serious.
that is that is true. Everything you kind of just said that you just let out
I'm
is
so
sort of
serious.
true.
I'm
After
so
what
serious.
we've seen, it's true.
And
It's
it's just like y'all
true.
come, I mean, babies come out the womb very intelligent, able to walk, they are. They grow up, they go to school, they all this other stuff, and then they get to the United States Senate and it's like like they don't have no common sense. They don't think anymore except what's in it coming in their pocket. And I guess what, we paying it.
It's coming out our ass, our tax dollars.
And now we at war with everybody. Like, can you just stop? Look at gas prices. I can't help that y'all think it's pennies and we think it's dollars.
Oh,
Gosh darn it, we daggum living on couponbug.com.
oh, don't get me started because I'm on fucking whatchamacallit, them coupons is the same like
Y'all they making my business hard to start, Ray. They making my business hard to start.
Mm.
I'm so serious. They making everything hard for you to start your shit, my shit.
Both our shits.
Yes.
Both our
I'm
shits.
sure they're making it hard for Ashley too.
Yeah.
Because she's got a great product.
She sure do. Shout out to
I
Ashley.
haven't been able to try it. She needs to send me. I would like some samples because I like coffees and stuff. I don't know much about hers, but I do want some samples of that if she'll send it to me. I forgot to ask you about that.
All right.
Because I can have any kind of coffees or anything like that. I can have all that stuff, but I have to be careful with other stuff.
I got to be careful with it because I drink more matcha more than anything. But not to veer off topic. We're just gonna.
Okay, let's get back on topic. What's the next question, Boo?
All right. Now the segment we're gonna get to is the social media and the algorithm. And here's mine for you talking about people. Here's my talking points with it. It's like people live in the echo chambers now, which we both established. Rage gets more engagement than peace. Yes, that is very motherfucking base, but true. On Instagram, we call it Instafuck. Yes, and
We call it Instafuck.
Yep. And also social media rewards conflict and outrage. Very true. Very true. Yes, yes. You should be on TikTok more. Ooh, child. I'm on TikTok more on Instagram. Child.
I swear. I'm on YouTube more and on Instagram.
I'm getting on the tea and I'll be doing my own investigative shit. Then also
what's the next question?
My first discussion questions. Okay, the other talking point we was gonna let out was people compare pain instead of understanding it. That is very true. And my first discussion question from this,
I'll tell you another one, Ray.
What
is people living back in 1919 and not in 2026?
Come on, baby, say it. You said
because I'm gonna be so honest with you.
Say it.
If you are not, I understand ancestry. I get that. It is a part of racism. It's a part of heritage. It's part of all that stuff.
Privilege, all
but
that.
When you got to bring it to 2026 for why? You only respect what happened. There is a man in Georgia. There was a black man in Georgia that owned slaves. We don't need to live there. Like I said, Martin Luther King made it to where we lived as one United States of America. Where are we called the divided states of America?
Pretty much, yeah.
No, we're not. We're called the United States. We are called the United States. Let's stay united, America. There is no point in this bullshit of living back in 1919, 1918. We don't need books that tells us what this was, what that was. There's okay, Ray, I'm going to say this, and it may cause a little bit of controversy, but I love you. Okay, but know that I mean only good by this. I don't mean anything harmful by this.
Let it out, because people got.
What if we had white? What if we had a what? Okay, so what if we had a White History Month for white owners? And these white people were white Americans and they were just as happy as Black History Month. Let's say there was a White History Month, Black History Month. White History Month for white owners. It would cause an amount of racism through the Black community.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know that. It would cause an outrage over that just because I don't believe we should be called minority or majority. I don't think we should even have those words into the mix. I think it should just be we own a fucking business. But that's just an example of what I'm saying of racism. Like if we had that, it would be the opposite direction. Mm-hmm. I saw a reel about a Black woman that actually posted that on YouTube, and she was like, "What if there was a White History Month? What would happen then?" Mm-hmm. I should have sent it to you because that's where I got this from. And she was saying, it would be an outrage to everybody have a problem with it, but we can have Black History Month. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I understand that, but I don't live in a world of racism. I don't live in the world of color. I don't care about color. But I understood what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's just one of those controversial topics.
Yes.
Is, you know, what if that was? How would that make different races feel? Mexican, black, Hispanic, like different cultures feel if we had a White History Month. And then, somebody commented, I went under the comments of it, and one of them said, how did she say it? I'll have to come back to that. I'm having an ADD moment.
No
Next
worries.
question.
No problem. So do
I'll
I.
come back. We'll come back to that because I gotta remember that part because it wrapped it up. So
No problem. Once it clip back, you let me know. Just holler.
I will.
The next question is going to be, why do people become meaner online?
Because they can't come mean in my face.
Come on, baby.
Because they don't know how to. Okay, we live in a world with technology.
Right.
Back when me and Ray were in school, you didn't have no choice but to call them on the phone and show up.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Or you went to somebody's house. That's why.
They're punks. They scared to say to your face, they're punks. Because guess
They
what?
can't tell you to your face. They can't tell you to your face.
And here's the fun thing about it. Remember, we had that racist incident on YouTube.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yes.
And I think we should have ignored him a lot. I think we should have done a lot more of ignoring him. I think out of all honesty, like I said, that was like that lady talking about like racism on YouTube. She was actually just proving a point that, and I know what the comment was.
Okay.
The comment was like, because we would burn all white businesses to the ground. And she said, and that's your problem. She's like, just because you're a proud white American, you can be a proud black American, was her comment back. And it was out of a black person. So it just shows that, she was a black woman. She was a beautiful black woman too. I wish I could get my hair like that, god damn it. Made me mad as hell. But she literally was just proving a point that, what if that happened? And he was like, I'd burn all those fucking businesses to the ground. And she said, that's where the racism is, because of people like you. And it was her comment underneath of it that I loved. She was like, you're the reason for that. She was like, what's wrong with being a proud white American? What's wrong with being a proud black American? What is wrong with this? She was like, there's nothing wrong with that. She was like, we should just she was trying to basically unite America, black, white, Hispanic. She was talking about all those types of things. I'll have to send it to you, Ray, because then you'll understand you'll have to go to the comments to find it. But it's like a little bit down there.
I want you to send it to me.
It's good. She broke it down very well.
Mm-hmm.
She broke it down very well. I was going to share it to you, but that was what America was. She was just basically saying America is about uniting as everybody, every race. So that was what was said. I had to think about it. Sorry, y'all. Okay, continue.
No worries. Like you said,
we have an ADD like a motherfucker.
Yeah, we do. Don't worry. That's normal. We both got ADD. It happens to both of us all the time. Don't apologize. It's part of who we are. But we're learning. We're practicing. We're learning and teaching ourselves at the same time. But like you said, united as one. That's what I was going to add on to that one. United as one. That's how I was thinking of Sailor Moon. Lord Jesus. But that's how, we grew up watching anime back in the day. But yeah, ADD on top of that one with me. Next, are we, okay, here comes next one. Are we losing empathy because of constant content consumption? I'm going to repeat that again. Are we losing empathy because of constant content consumption?
Yeah. Oh, anybody that spreads a bunch of bullshit on the fucking internet about racism, yeah, all you're doing is promoting something that we're trying to prevent.
Repeating the same mistakes from the past.
Yes, but you don't. I understand. I understand it. Like, I understand the pain that it left. I understand the scars that it left. But what about my indigenous community that dealt with the Trail of Tears? We're not sitting there. We welcome you to Cherokee, North Carolina all the freaking time. We welcome you. We love we love when you come and eat at our restaurants. We love when you come and do that. Yes, we get land, but we're in poverty too. But you don't see us sitting there doing this because we believe that harmony is everywhere. There is good in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the point. And when you promote racism based off of random shit, all you're doing is spreading the disease of negativity into the world. All you're doing is spreading racism. And me and Ray, all we have tried to fight to do is stop that. Hetero, gay, trans, bi. We're trying to unite. We're trying to unite. I'm white, he's black. I'm indigenous, he's African American. So the fuck what? We don't care. We don't see in color. We don't see in color. But obviously the fucking Congress likes that we do.
The Supreme Court, baby, too. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not that. It's just the simple fact they like us fighting each other instead of stop. They like to see that because they know that they can continuously control the situation as long as the American people are in a race war instead of stop and back up, rewind, press play and be like, you know what? Let's think for a freaking minute. If we all got along for a moment, the Congress wouldn't have a leg to stand on. Senate wouldn't have a leg to stand on. Yeah, the president would be like, oh, everybody's at peace. Oh, shit.
Yeah, and he lose money.
What if we stop buying anything for 24 hours? Oh, somebody tried that one time on TikTok saying, stop buying anything for 24 hours. I did, but nobody else did because I was all up for that shit.
Right.
I sure did. I stayed home. I didn't buy nothing for 24 hours.
I believe you.
I'm so serious because I was all up for that. Because if you stop buying anything for 24 hours, guess what it does? It hurts their feelings.
It hurts their pockets too. At the
same time. It will be a whole freaking thing for 24 hours. It will be a whole thing. The news would be like, nobody's buying nothing, blah, 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 blah. This is a stop by pandemic. Oh, like, come on now. But it would hurt their pocket because they don't got tax money coming in for 24 hours. But everybody had to go out and do stuff. Everybody had to go buy. And it was on a Friday. It was on like a weekend when nobody had to work. I remember that. It was a long time ago. But I participated. Shit. I bought what I needed for Thursday all the way until Sunday and didn't buy shit until Sunday.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Yeah. It's just America doesn't want to come together because America doesn't want to come together. If they did and they would just set their differences aside for, we do it in war all the time where we set our differences aside. That's patriotic. If you can't be that, then you're not a true American in my book. If you can't sit simple differences aside, I know it's not simple to some, but you got to understand, the Congress has figured out America. You keep them divided by keeping racism alive. You keep this alive. You keep that alive. You got diversion. You got so many things that don't come to pass. If Americans all got along, the Senate and Washington, D.C. wouldn't have shit if we got along.
I want to add on one little thing to your little thing too as well. Don't forget the Heritage Foundation. You got one person that's in charge of that foundation. Did his research. I got the story. I gotta send it.
Who was that?
Oh, it's a white man too. Hold on. I'll send it to you right now. Chocolate chip. Oh, hold on. Here we go. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you on Instagram.
I may not able to see it. I may not be able to see it right away, so I'm sorry if I can't.
You'll see it when you get off. The man behind Project 2025. This little chocolate powder puff, and it's a white man too. Y'all know his name, Chocolate Powder Puff.
What's he about? You know me, Ray. I'm not.
Oh, here we go.
I don't want you to get.
His name is Kevin Roberts, the man that's behind the Project 2025. Yep, this guy, he did his research on African American history, and he figured out a way how to use it against us. He's in charge of this, of all of Project 2025. Adding to what you just said, all this hate. It's that guy. He's behind it. And he used all what he learned to go against us. And I said, here we, and only 53% has been implemented on it so far. 53%. Google it up, y'all. It ain't no lie. And I'm doing more research by the book, too.
So he's trying to add on to the hate.
Yep, that's right, boo-boo. Research.
Yeah, I agree. There is a lot of white supremacy out there. There's neo-Nazis. There's all this kind of stuff out there. I'm not saying that it's not out there, okay? I'm saying there's more good in the world than those people.
Right.
There is. And those people need to be ignored because they have no voice as long as the majority rules. Even when I was a sorority chef, that was the biggest fucking shit I had ever heard was, oh, the majority rules. You got this amount over here, but this, you got this amount of girls, blah, 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 blah. The majority rules. And I took that and I used it. If you use the majority and not the little bit sitting over here, which would be your bullshit racist assholes, oh, white power, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares, okay, about your white power supremacy, okay? What I'm saying is if you use the majority and say fuck the rest of it, you get a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you get a whole nother level of support that you need. Screw them over here. They're not that fucking big. They're about this big when America is this big.
Mm-hmm.
You got other cultures that are willing to stand by you. You got other places that are willing to stand by you. You got whites that still love everybody equally. You got all these things. One person, yes, they like to start their shit, but I don't know how many white people I've seen do this shit. Black people I've seen do this shit. I sent you that one of that Latina talking shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I was like, wow.
So you know what I'm talking about. It's not just white people that are starting this race war that doesn't need to be.
It's other folks doing it too behind.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying because I've seen it online. And you sent that to me. I was like, "Yup, she right on it." I said, "Yup, going right on it." There's other folks that's doing that shit too, and it's like that's only add to what you just said too as well. People ain't using their common sense on top of it. Now people losing their jobs and fucking themselves in the ass. You ain't one. You use hatred to get where you need to go, and you fucked yourself in the ass. But I'm gonna add on to this. I'm gonna add an example to this. It's a little quote. People don't debate anymore. They perform for an audience. Let me say that again. People don't debate anymore. They perform for an audience.
Right. Because what's trending right now? Politics, weight loss, other stuff. Yeah, I know. I so know. I'm in the weight loss niche. But that's the whole point. That's my niche because I'm good at it, not because I want clout. You don't see me on anywhere promoting it on there because I don't need to because word of mouth is more powerful than social media to me.
Right.
Ray does a podcast in uniting the races, the sexes, all this other stuff. But he has to use that. It's two different sectors. Mm-hmm. But yeah, these motherfuckers will use Instafuck. It's all for show. But damn, are you that narcissistic to where you have to what I eat in a day? Oh, by the way, did you know this was made for racism? Shut the fuck up. You're promoting something that you don't have enough research on.
Right.
Or you just don't want to stop it because it seems like the right thing to do because y'all act like y'all political, but not.
Come on now.
I'm I'm so
Come on,
serious. I'm
baby.
so serious. I'm so serious. Like I'm so tired of seeing racist shit on my on fucking YouTube, Instafuck, all this other stuff. Look, take a child for example, a white child and a black child playing together. Do you think they see in color at all? No, they just care about if they're good people. Children are so cute at that age because little white girls will be like, I love her. She's so sweet and stuff. And they don't even see in color. They don't care. They don't know that. They may ask each other why your hair feels like this and why your hair feels like that, but that's that because they're curious. If nowadays you go and ask, why does your hair feel like that? Why are you racist? No, because I want to know what's in your damn hair because my hair is retarded as hell and I need to know. Shit. I got dry scalp. I want to know at this point. I'm so serious. I went to a black salon one time and I got so treated like shit. I did not even know what to fucking do, and I've never been treated in a black salon bad at all. Like I really never have. But I have severe dry scalp and I have indigenous hair. I have very dry hair. I really do. So I went in there and I was tired of going to a white salon, which I think is ridiculous. I think that's segregated as fuck too, except Fantastic Sam's, because that's the best place to get your start if you're going into, beauty school and stuff. They'll hire you right out of beauty school. But I mean, you got to think about it for a minute. If you specialize in hair, why aren't you learning black hair too? My grandmother went to beauty school and never learned black hair. That was a specialty.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, it was. It was a specialty. I don't know if we got some beauticians on this podcast, but I'll tell you right now, it is a specialty. You have to know the grade of your hair. If you work with black hair, you have to know the grade of hair. So like there's grades of different hair. Like rather what kind of dryness, what kind of solution you would use in your hair. There is a proper amount. Yeah, so I went to them because they know the grade of hair to work with ethnic hair.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "You don't belong in here. What do you want? What do you want? I can't do nothing with your hair. You got white hair." I said, "I have indigenous hair." I said, "And I don't know how to get this hair back silk. It's dry. Or either it's too dry or too greasy. Like right now it's greasy, but I've washed it, all that."
Mm-hmm.
Like stuff like that. Yeah. Black salons, white salons, black barbers, white barbers. Like why? Why have we got to do that too? It comes down to just the tiny things matter too.
And it rolls right into my next segment, honey. This is called The Unfiltered Race and the Historical Pain. This is the second segment for it. And here are the talking points for this one. America has unresolved racial wounds. That we both established already.
Mm-hmm.
The second part was many people are tired of hearing about racism while others are tired of living through it. That's another thing too.
I'm tired of all of it.
Me too. All that.
I mean, out of all honesty, I'm really tired of all of it. I think we should do more with, like I said, if everybody would swallow the fucking pride and hold hands with black, white, Mexican, black, white, just throughout America. Start a movement for once. I mean, y'all, the one thing I can say about the black community, white community, or not white community, I can say this shit. Mexican, all these other communities. One thing I can say is when there is a protest, who's showing up? Definitely Latinos and Latinas. They coming for that shit, boy. I have seen more protests in Central South America than I've ever wanted to see in my life. If they don't like something, they protesting it right now. I have seen them do that in TSA. That is the funniest shit in my life. I'm like, why do you? We should protest. We've been here too long. I'm like, what? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I have seen more protests out of these two communities. Why aren't we protesting in a calm fashion with solid white people that are tired of it?
Have you seen what happened in Minnesota and like I think the beginning of the year? I was like, whoa, it was crazy. They with ice and everybody. Yeah. It was crazy. I was like, yo, this is wild. What the fuck?
I am going to say this. I am going to say this about ICE. What you doing is messed up. But
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna say this to my illegal immigrants. I am gonna say this. I understand you wanted to get out of Mexico. I understand you wanted to get out of different parts of Mexico and all this other stuff, but why didn't you do it legally? Because now you're suffering because of that. Because there are people that actually bought, that paid, they earned the money to go get a visa to come to America legally. They did the right things. Guatemala, Panama, Colombia, there's different places. Your people are kind of mad with you that you hired a coyote to bring you over here because they actually went and paid, applied, did it legally, and are in line to get their visa. And what did you do but pay $3,500 USD after you earned enough money for somebody to walk your ass over here? So yeah, when you go back home, they're also, I've been to Guatemala, I've been to Colombia, I've been to the places where they've done deportation. Okay. In Guatemala, it is held near a Air Force base. Yeah, I'm willing to talk about it, Ray. I'm not scared.
I know you are. Go on.
There, there's people standing outside. They're feeding them. They're allowed to walk. They're allowed to leave. They're not detained there at all.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it firsthand. And out of all honesty, they're giving them a place of stay up to 6 months to a year and job placement and funds and food and public assistance for food. They're giving them everything they can to sustain them in their country. But I understand it's not the United States. But if your visas ran out in America, ICE, I don't believe should be a thing. I don't agree with that. I believe it should be like how we normally deport, which is where you'll go to, let's say your visa ran out yesterday
Mm-hmm.
and you go to try to renew it today.
Mm-hmm.
And I had this happen to a good friend of mine from England. Her visa ran out and they deported her and her mother because they didn't keep up their visa. They were like a day or two late, and she's in British Canada.
Mm.
You can't just think that you're just going to walk over here. And there are people that are trying to get their visas in different countries, legally to come to America. And they paid the money. They paid the $450, did their paperwork, showed proof, showed that they have ties to their own country. There's stipulations to it.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go with a coyote and, oh, I'm just going to go over there and get a job anyway. That's illegal. And because it's illegal, you can't just,
The consequences.
yes, it is. Now, I agree. They're annoying as fuck, and I'm tired of their shit. I'm tired of it being like, we are the land of the free, home of the brave, but we ain't free.
We
Okay.
ain't.
How are we free? Tell me that, because I would like to know where. I really severely would like to know where. Free for the 1%, but not for the damn what 2%. I'm 2%
I'm 2%.
because 1% got money and I don't. I got
Right.
2%, not a Policiano on my ass. I just literally no. But what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to offend immigrants. What I'm
Right.
saying is if you come over here with a coyote, which you know is illegal, don't be mad when somebody shows up at your door and takes you and deports you, and then you're upset because you had to leave little Yimmy, which is what Jimmy would be in Spanish. You can't get mad. I can't help that you had to leave little Jorge sitting at the door with his abuela because your fucking ass decided to come over here illegal, and you had him over here. Yes, that's gonna happen. I know it sounds fucked up, but that's the God's honest truth about it. There's people in Mexico, I know Guatemalans, I know Colombians that are actually trying to do this legally, and they know people that have took them through the Darien Gap to get to America. I understand. Do they not realize how high it is to live here?
I don't think they know.
Motherfucker, I swear that pisses me off more than anything.
I don't think they know.
Everybody,
But some of
understand
them do
this.
know, though.
No, they don't. Because if they did, they wouldn't want to come over here and be a part of this recession. I don't even want to be a part of this recession. Shit.
Who you
Gosh
telling?
damn it. Fucking bag salad. I sent you that reel. That shit had me mad as hell. Talking about some damn bones and damn salad. No. I am so serious. I went and got a bag of chips the other day. I got me a bag of Quest chips the other day, and damn if it won't the fucking taints of the freaking damn chips. My lovely immigrants, you make America America. I agree with this. You bring Mexican food, you bring Guatemalan food, you bring Colombian food, you bring Nigerian food, you bring culture into America.
Culture food in here.
You do. And I commend you for it, and I love that about you. But please come over here legally, because this is got to stop with ICE. And I'm glad they're finally, I think if I'm not mistaken, they're doing something about getting rid of ICE. They need to, because it's getting to the point where if you're already over here and your child's in school and if you're paying taxes and you go ahead and apply for, I think they should have a policy where you're already over here illegally. You need to come over here and you need to pay the $450 and get a temporary visa for up to this how long?
So we can help you get your till we get your permanent.
Yes, not illegally. I think that has become, it is a major issue, and I'm so sick of it. But also, your homeland is sick of it too. Trust when I tell you, I have talked to several Guatemalans, Colombians, and they are just like, yeah, they can go over there and get they can pay that $3,500, go over to America, blah blah blah. They're mad with you. Trust me, they're mad. And then when you go over there and you're sitting here talking about the news, how bad you're treated, you ain't treated bad, because I'm telling you, they get a house, they get apartments, they get food, they're getting job placement. I promise you right now, Guatemala is taking care of you. And I don't care. I have seen it. They are taking care of you.
And here's the truth about this one. I was supposed to go to Guatemala, which I'm still wanting to go, by the way, because I wanted to see, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to come with Lauren to go outside the country, because on some real shit, I need to see what's going on outside the U.S. Because U.S. right now is looking retarded, and I want to see on the other side of the globe, like other side of the country, see what other shit is going on. I want to ask them myself.
Where we are having to struggle to pay for basic shit during the day, it's cheaper there. It's stress-free there. They actually have psychologists. Oh, by the way, y'all didn't know that. Oh, they got psychologists that work in call centers in different places. If you're having to deal with a really bad client, you can go make you an appointment with the psychologist at your job, and they will sit there and help you deal with these things. Yeah, they value mental health outside the United States. Us, we're just kept in government suppression.
Yeah.
So we're different, and I understand everybody has their freedoms. We're not the only free nation.
We're not.
I'm sorry, we're just not. I mean, I don't care what nobody says. You can sit there and say, oh, da, 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 da. Yeah, your money may not be the USD. I agree with that. But when the USD don't match up to what we pay, when the housing market's so high we can't even afford to breathe, when gas prices are so high we can't afford to breathe, we're paying for war. People don't think we pay for it.
Yeah. And that's another thing.
And thanks to the Oompa Loompa, that's what's happening.
And he literally said it on Instagram. I think you saw my story. I sent it to you.
He lied. You know what? If Bill Clinton can lie about getting his dick sucked in the Oval Office, and she can lie about knowing dadgum Epstein, go to hell on. Okay. Right. All right. That's called impeachment. That's called lying to the American people.
Come on. Most of us do it. We're like, but I feel.
No, it's Melania for me. It's Melania. It's Melania for me. Talking about some, I have never been with Epstein. I do not know him very well. Bullshit, bitch. And not to
Yo,
talk
you
about the
hear
first
this
lady and
fool,
call her a
Eric?
bitch. I call everybody a bitch. I have freedom of speech. I call everybody a bitch. You really need to understand some things about this. You cannot sit here and lie like that, and then somebody have pictures of you with Epstein and sit here and say that y'all want friends. I'm not saying they dated, but I'm saying they were friends. And I'm saying you're just trying. You have an agenda. You're trying to cover your ass, and but Bill Clinton can get his rocks off in the Oval Office, which is also illegal, and that be an impeachment automatically. And he stepped down from his position. But here you got the first lady and him knowing this clown, and I don't even know why the Epstein files is so important to begin with. I am passionate about this because it annoys me so very much.
Because people.
This has become a whole freaking thing. He killed himself in prison. Now y'all want to open this Epstein file and files and files and files, and now it's a trend. And it's like, you know what? Now the first lady's going and sitting here. I did not know Epstein that very well.
She lying. She lying. Whoops.
Lying as hell. But yet, like I said, Bill Clinton can get his rocks off in the Oval Office and have to turn down his way of presidency.
But here we have this orange shooter puff is part of the whole problem. That's why he's starting this war. I'm sorry to say it. That's how this whole shit got started. Because he is
here's my theory. He's gonna find a way to find out how he can do a third term.
That's what he's trying to do now. That's what he's trying to do now. That's what the Supreme Court is doing forever to weaken all our voting power so he could get a third term.
I don't even call it America. I don't even call it America anymore, because what defines America is freedom and justice for all. We are not. So America. That is what we call now. Americans. Yeah, because this is not what it is anymore. And I'm sorry that I came at the president, first lady. I'm not. And the thing of the matter is that
I'm not sorry.
I mean, there's plenty of people with their opinions of this, and I say bitch freely, so I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to call First Lady bitch. I'm not supposed to call anybody a bitch.
No, you say whatever how you feel in your heart.
I say it out of funny, really, but I do say it out of a funny.
You do.
But out of respectful note, you should not be sitting here lying saying you don't know him like that when y'all are totally in all kinds of photos together. Yes, I'm sorry. But like I said, President Clinton can get his rocks off in the Oval Office and have to turn down from being president.
Yo.
I mean, I'm serious. Like, think about it. That's lying. He lied. He lied to the people. Melania lying to the people.
Right.
Now, why aren't we? I read that President Trump has been impeached twice and it never made it to the Senate because Senate is part of whatever party he's in.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's true.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. America, do you want a president to be like this? I mean, why did you vote for this again?
Hey. Sorry.
But yet y'all are mad about it. That's the thing. Y'all mad about it, but you ain't doing nothing about it. Oh, we will, but he can hack the system, Elon Musk. You better plan your trip to the White House with your Tesla. Ray, I got a good one about them. I got one. I got a good topic, Tesla. Let me go ahead and tell you, me and Roy got real passionate one time about Tesla. My dad too. My dad is not about some damn Teslas, but
even Dad understood.
Yes, because you got to plan your fucking trip. I got to find my next charging station. The fuck? And then you got to wait there an hour to charge, and it take me 10 minutes to fill up. Come on now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tesla. It is not a flex to have one. That Cybertruck looks stupid. You need to get off of roadblocks, Elon. Get off of roadblocks. Stop. playing that video game is not good for you. It looks stupid. But it can turn into a truck, but it can lose your fingers too, so put it away.
Oh God, here we go. Yeah, I thought you were gonna say it's turning into Transformers. I was gonna scream, but I was gonna right into this one. Hold on, I won't get you. You bypassed. You went through the whole shit, almost through the whole shit. You went all the way up to even close to the end of the segment. We talked about different community experience America differently. We talked about that already. Some people benefit from systems they never had to think about. That's true. We talked about that. We talked about discuss how discomfort does not equal attack. We talked about that. We did talk about that a little bit. Yes, we did. The questions were why are conversations about race so emotionally charged? We talked about that. Can people acknowledge privilege without guilt? I think did we get into that one? No, not
No.
yet. You want to talk about that one?
I know. Yeah, I know how we can do it. Just stop it.
Can people acknowledge privilege without guilt?
Stop.
They can. They can do it.
Here's the thing. Every country is privileged.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like I said. I've traveled outside the United States. I've been to Colombia, Chile, Argentina, Brazil. I've been to Panama, Guatemala, Yucatan, and Belize. They each have different freedoms. Better yet, I call that the land of I don't give a fuck. Thank y'all for inventing these countries because it is the land of I don't give a fuck. The way you drive there is different than the way you drive in the United States. Let me tell you, honk honk is definitely your thing. The horn is definitely your best friend. And I'm going to tell you something. The way they treat each other is by far better than Americans treat Americans. They don't know race over there. They don't care about race over there. If you're pulled over on the side of the road because your tire's flat, somebody's coming to help you. Here, you can't even do it, or people just are too lazy to do it, or they just don't want to do it. America is not united at all. It is the biggest diversion I've ever seen in a country. I will tell you this right now. You go to Central, South America, anything like that, you're going to notice how well they treat each other. If somebody runs out of gas, somebody's coming to help you. Somebody's going to help you at least push your car on the side of the road and help you get to a gas station. Somebody's going to help you. Here in America, how many times do you get a good pedestrian that does that for you? No.
Or Samaritan.
No. You know who's always helped me on the side of the road is Mexicans. A black man, black woman. Oh, but we gotta have racism in the country. White power. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
My indigenous community lives in total harmony with each other, and they're okay with visitors coming in. You know, you go to Cherokee and Pigeon Forge, Maggie Valley, all these other places. You know, yeah, they deal with people being racist towards them, but not them being racist towards them. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to understand, you can joke the indigenous community. They kind of badass. Be careful.
I actually like it because I want to always want to visit.
And I'm being totally fair and honest. Like, it's, you know, there's so much diversity here. And it's ridiculous.
And
next question.
And the next question is from this segment: why do people feel so defensive when racism is discussed?
See, that I don't know. I don't understand, bitch.
I'll say it again.
Racism is, I understand this. Racism is a part of history. Black History Month is to honor those. You have a whole month to do this. You do not need to do it 365 days a year. But I don't understand that because it just shows that we live too far in the past and not in the future. This is why in Colombia they have carts that you could roll your cart in their version of Walmart. You could roll it on a pad, and guess what? They have it where that will scan your groceries and you pay for it. Here in America, you're still at self-checkout line trying to check out. Why? Because we live so far in the fucking past, we're not looking towards our future, even in racism. If you're so passionate about racism, why is there not a protest of white, black, other races standing other than 5 people that I saw at the White House? Why aren't we coming together if we're so worried about racism? If we got to bring it into a whole entire topic, why people are so freaking passionate about this, why aren't we holding hands and actually doing something about it, which we're not? We're relying on the NAACP to try to do something about it, and they don't have all the means to do it because it takes a country to do that. That's what Martin Luther King did, didn't he? He marched from where he was at all the way to Washington, D.C. He brought a shit pile of people from Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. Sorry. All the way down to South, all the way to daggum Washington, D.C. Okay? He did a full entire march of this and got people to follow him. That's what it takes to make the Congress stop they shit. Unfortunately, people rather get on social media and talk about racism, what's racist, what's this, what's that, look at this Karen. Why aren't we giving each other a hug anymore? Because we suck. Because we won't get it together. We just we listen to the, oh, she's such a liberal. Like, why did these technical terms fucking come out when back in 2005, this was not a trend? I'm tired of trend words. I'm tired of 16-year-olds telling me how to vote, and your motherfucking ass can't even vote yet, okay? I mean, let's think about it. You got kids at 13 years old saying, you're a liberal. My dad's a Trump supporter. My dad's a Biden supporter. Shut the fuck up, twig. You can't even vote yet. Spell liberal. Spell Democrat. Spell Republican. R-E. Yeah. Spell this. I bet you can. You're still learning how to spell underwear. And you're still watching Power Rangers. The new ones. Okay?
We grew up with the old ones, the original one, pink. All shift into turbo.
I'm just saying, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of these technical terms and people coming at people over who they're voting for. It doesn't fucking matter. We've always been taught that keep your vote to yourself and don't do that. In school, that's what I was taught, your vote is your vote. It doesn't matter who you vote for. If we're such a free country, then why the fuck are we not allowed to vote who we want to vote for without somebody having something to say about it? It don't fucking matter. Are you paying my bills, bitch?
Are you paying my rent? This is why I was saying.
Exactly. And if you're not, then you can't tell me who I'm voting for. So you have to look at it that way. All these kids out here, all these people talking about, you're such a liberal. Like, shut up, Ethel. Oh, that's right. That's your grandmama's name. See, that's what I'm saying, Stephanie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got all these people talking about liberal and all this other stuff. Like, I hear it all the time. I'm like, it doesn't matter who you vote for. It matters to other people, but you can't force somebody to vote for who you personally want them to vote for. Next.
Which rolls into the next, well, before we run into the next, I'm going to say this. This is the most powerful, wonderful quote I read. It's like this. Ignoring pain doesn't heal it. It usually makes it louder, which Lauren just pretty much discussed.
It is.
And then roll it into this next segment. Politics becoming identity. Here's a few of my little talking points. Political parties now feel like tribes.
Yes. Because we're so segregated. So we got indigenous over here. We got white over here. We got black over here. We got Chinese over here. We got this over here. We got even Chinatown in New York City, which has been around forever. I love you. I want your Chinese food. But anyhow, that's what I'm trying to say is you got little Italy. Look at New York being a diverse state, for example. You got Queens, you got all the boroughs, right? I'm a chef, so I'm gonna say it as food. Okay. You got Chinese food, you got Italian food, you got basically Little Italy, you got Chinatown, you got Nigerian food, you got soul food, you got all these other foods, for example.
Even all the good
What do
Dominican
they all have in common? They're all in different boroughs.
and different cultures and different
You
foods.
see what I'm saying? Why aren't we together on it? Why aren't we putting, like a strip of like different culture foods in the same block?
And we're
You
doing
see where I'm
everything.
coming from? Why are we so diverse? Why? Because America doesn't want. If America wanted to reunite and stop the race bullshit, we would. We would put our past in our past, and we would find a middle.
Don't get it twisted.
Maybe there needs to be a representative of the white community, and the NAACP already has theirs. So there you go. So the whites need to come together with black people, and we need to come together as one. We need one for the Chinese. We need one for this. Oh, that's right. We got United Nations, and they suck.
Not
See,
sad.
there it is, right there. See, it's all political. That's why we can't come together, because there won't be somebody to stand up and say enough's enough in the American community. I'm not talking about the liberal community. I hate that fucking word. Democrats, liberals, all this other stuff. They need an American that's not in any of that to start one movement with all races. That's it. So we're not putting up with no more bullshit from the government. But we're too busy talking about it on Insta fucking reels and all this other stuff and trying to make it worse than make it better.
But don't
That's
but
how I see that.
but here's the thing too. They also, I think, with these social media things that's going on, they're trying to suppress the voice. They're suppressing the voices as we speak. So that's why they're trying to like bu- cancel each other's social media shit out. It's been a lot of that going on because I understand everything you're coming, but you also got to understand it's like they're trying to suppress the voices on top of it because we can't ignore that as well. And I've been seeing it on my favorite content creators. They're trying to keep getting flagged, but my thing
Right.
is when they see a motherfucking damn racist, bigoted motherfucker that does the same fucking shit, they don't get fucking flagged. So that's where my point, but that's where my like anger comes from. I'm like, but y'all ain't talking these motherfuckers that's doing the shit.
I'm going to tell you why, Ray. I just answered it for you.
You sure did.
I just answered it for you. It's off of social media. It's not on social media.
Mm-hmm.
It's something where you'd have to do back in 2004 and 2005 and Martin Luther King time, where he went door to door. He started walking and he started preaching and he started doing a movement. This
Mm-hmm.
has nothing to do with social media anymore, because obviously they're going to take that down, because
Mm-hmm.
the government knows if the people comes together,
Mm-hmm.
the races come together, the sexes come together, we put every single difference aside, they have no leg to stand on, because there's more of us than there is them. But the problem is that too many people are worried about 1919. They're not worried about 2026. And they're so worried about racism and racism and racism. That's because the government has definitely put you in this war with each other. So we're too busy fighting one another to know what's going on over here.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go old school on it. That's why. That's honestly why it gets took down. You have
Uh-huh.
to go old school on it. You have to actually say, hold my hand. Like, I would go up there and hold your hand in the middle of the street. Hold my hand for unity of America. We would keep saying that. Somebody's coming. Somebody's coming. Somebody's coming. Somebody's going to hold your hand, right? Then somebody's going to hold my hand. Then somebody's going to hold their hand. And it will keep going. But you have to make it outside of social media.
That's right. And that's why.
Unity for That's why it would have to be like that. Not That's why it gets took down, is because America, they know. And
And here's
you would do this as long until all of America is holding hands. You would stay there for weeks. But that's what it takes. It depends on how dedicated people are into making America great again, because he ain't.
Right. And on top of it, that's another reason why I've started the Tea Time and Chill like community building events that I've been doing for the past few months. Like I started this since last year and I was talking about it in my last episode. That's one of the main reasons why I'm doing Tea Time and Chill, doing these brunch dishes at restaurants and cafes and stuff, because I want to bring people together so we can listen to one another, see what the fuck's going on, so we can get down to the nitty gritty, and also just listen to each other's mental health. Like just listen to each other. The basic common thing of our human logic, to just listen to one another. That's why.
My
That's
my mental health says they need to lower gas prices. My mental health says they need to stop saying the housing. Oh, you made this amount of money where your housing market increase. Shut the fuck up! I didn't get a pay raise for it. Hush.
come on now.
So therefore, out of all honesty, doing tea time and chill, y'all. I have to go. I have to go pick up my son. I love y'all. But yeah, if y'all really want to start something powerful, you start something powerful, but outside of social media, because somebody's gonna post it on social media. Let them do that.
Mm-hmm.
The first step is outside the door. That's the only
Right.
way to make it work. And people, people have got to make a difference in a different way.
Shaba.
And to do protests in certain areas, they want permits for peaceful protest. But technically, you don't need a permit for a peaceful protest because it's not. Yeah, you got to be outside your door to do this one, y'all. You got to stop posting on social media racist shit and post positive about another race first. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You post a positive way about another race. That's how you do it. So I challenge all the races to do this. Post one reel that talks positive about another race, and you'll see the difference. Not negative. I'm talking about positive. What is positive about that race? I challenge America, Vietnam, all our listeners to do that. Even if it's just a reel with just something about a race. Start a movement. You're going to get a lot of hate, but it'll be all right. But then you're going to see all of a sudden the good comments come out.
Let's give it a
I
whirl.
challenge, I challenge you, America.
We both challenge you.
Stop. If you want to stop the racism, you have to stop it by putting a positive aspect about another race out there and what makes them positive. That's how that starts. And people will follow. Make it a trend. Make the
Amen.
government suffer over that. Make them take that down and repost it. What are they going to do? Oh, they took it down. Write another one.
Do it again.
Yeah. Find a community that you're interested in and write something positive about it. Doesn't matter. It's about race. Black, white, indigenous, any of it. I challenge America to say something positive about other races and stop this race bullshit. You stop that, you got the whole government like, oh shit. But they don't want you to see that. They want you blind to that. It's all good. Depends on how long you want to stay blind for. Well, boo, I gotta go get my son. I love y'all.
Yes, and that will leave us for the next part two of this wonderful Why America is So Divided. And that's how we're going to leave it just as that for now until you see part two. I am Racel Hemingway, your Buddha Bear, handsome extraordinaire. This is my co host, Lauren Adams. And think about what we said until we get ready to begin part two. So we conclude on the next part two chapter of Why America is So Divided on Tea Time with the Buddha Bear Unfiltered. Until then, ta ta for now, Buddha Bears. Later, Sip Squad. Remember, we challenge you. Come on, America. Let's do this. We can do anything. We can put our minds into it. Now let's make the motherfucking government suffer. Got you. Love y'all. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Ah.